So, Lynda, how do you feel about going back to France to do some painting?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. You can see, France for me is the place to be to paint.
So this is your Dordogne sunflowers.
This is the Dordogne
painting,
sunflowers, which that was a real place. It's slightly modified, but this is quite an interesting example of how I work. So, for instance, I collect resources with drawings and little sketches and photographs. I kind of arrange the composition. This cliff here actually came down a bit, and but it didn't make such a good composition, so I was able to lift that up so this little white house went against it.
So you can be a bit free with your art rather than just feeling restricted by exactly what the subject matter is.
So, for instance, if we think about how the days will structure, I would see the beginning part of the day, we do that resource gathering, so it would be drawing, some little watercolours, maybe taking photographs. If you were writing an essay, you wouldn't sit down and write it straight off or writing a book.
Yeah.
You'd collect your ideas. And then I think after that, people just need a bit of reflection time. So how I tend to work is to have lunch, bit of a break, and then people come back to their own work in their own favourite place, whether it's their workstation that they've set up or wherever they want to be. And then I will go round and give individual help with that picture building. And that's how it seems to work. And then we do that until sort of early evening, then regulation, glass of wine and dinner. So, because it's important that, people, you have that cross-fertilisation of ideas.
We were planning to have a couple of days out. So one was to the local village of Castelnau, which is absolutely stunning, and the sort of medieval streets are fantastic. And then the other day we were going to go down to this beautiful medieval port. It's called Collioure,
right,
which in fact has drawn many artists over the years. So Picasso, Matisse. I mean, I came across a Matisse painting of Collioure. So in terms of going out on a day trip, people would take an easel and a camping chair, and
I'm a great one for travelling light. A sketchbook, maybe a little field paint box, and a lightweight stool.
What do you think about the relationships that are formed at your holidays?
The experience I've had is that people come together. They're all there to paint. They're all there because they've got a passion for that. And then bit by bit, people look over and say, "Oh, I like that. What colour was that? And where did you get that from?" And you see the interaction grow. And then meal times are key. Now, I know you've got a fabulous chef on board, and so obviously the food's important, but it's just that sitting round. There's something about having worked all day, you sit down, a couple of glasses of wine, and very quickly people form into friends. But what is also important is holidays like this, activity holidays, they attract couples, they attract friends, they attract single people, and all of those things come together in a group.
Again, also, if they do want to just go and retreat to their own space,
Absolutely.
there's plenty of room in the house for them to do so, and then come together when they feel they want to.
I'm a representational artist, I suppose. If I had to be categorised, it's slightly impressionistic. I work in watercolour. I've worked for a long time just in watercolour. So, but then I wanted to work in other media as well. So I work in acrylics and in oils. Not so much in pastel, although I've done work in that medium as well. I trained to teach art, so I think I probably can consider myself an art educationalist rather than just an artist. And I taught in schools and sixth form colleges and further education for about 20 years. And then had the opportunity to go freelance, which is everybody's dream. I love France. My work reflects my love of France. I love the light and the ambiance of France, and so decided it would be really nice to do some of my own art holidays, and then ran my own courses and did my own work, and I've been doing that now for more years than I care to remember, but certainly another 20-odd years.
Thank you very much, Lynda. It's great to meet you and look forward to working with you in France.
Well, thank you for coming
September.
to the exhibition, and I can't wait. It sounds as if it's going to be an amazing trip, and I hope we have lots of wonderful students who will enjoy the experience.